Hello and welcome to EI Live Interactive Week. This session is brought to you by CAVD. So let me hand you over to Jamie Pullen, CAVD's manager.
Thank you, David. Thank you very much. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the CAVD live tour of our showroom. Well, if you could just do the first slide for me. So, CAVD Grand Tour. We've tried to keep this interesting. We've only got half an hour, so we're going to try and cram a lot in, and we'll try and keep it moving and keep it exciting for you. But yeah, so firstly, welcome and thank you for tuning in, and thank you for all your continued support to get us this far. Currently, we go back sort of 6.5 years now, and we wouldn't be where we are without the support of you guys that have been really good, faithful customers to us all that time. So I really appreciate all that. I really do. And I always want to make a point of saying thank you to our manufacturers and suppliers too, because you're not a distribution company, you haven't got any suppliers to work with. So it's key that we we thank those as well. So thank you for everyone. Also, I want to say just it's been a difficult year for everyone. So I hope you're all well. All your family and friends are all well too. It's been a funny year, hasn't it? Really. We've actually continued to grow as a business, which I'm really grateful for. I know there's been some industries that have been completely decimated, and I really feel for those guys, and we're in a very fortunate position where our industry is allowed to keep going, more so than most. So yeah, really grateful for that, and we've having a good year, and I hope we finish the year strong. I hope we get out of lockdown, and and we're going to 2021 all happier and healthier. That's what we want to do, so fingers crossed on that. So CAVD, what do we do? Well, it's called custom AV distribution. Bit of a Ron-Seal moment, really, as in what it says on the tin. We do custom, we do AV, we do distribution, so that's the company. Most of you, I can't remember who's on the line right now, actually, but some of you know who we are, some of you don't. So what do we do? So we're a distributor. We're fairly specialised as a distribution partner. We only carry about 12 or 13 brands, and we concentrate on what will hopefully show you kind of the more fun stuff, not the front end stuff, the speakers, the projectors, the screens, so all that sort of stuff. That's kind of what we do as a company, and our skills and in-house knowledge represent those brands and that type of knowledge as well. So that's kind of how we are. So we're not a big broad line distributor. We don't work with hundreds of companies in terms of suppliers or hundreds of companies in terms of customers. So we like to think that people that work with us get what we do, and yeah, we have a great partnerships with our up and down the chain. So that's basically what we do as a company. As a team, I'll introduce you very quickly. Wayne's been with me nearly 4 years now. This is Wayne.
Hi everyone.
Wayne is technical manager of CAVD, and then our new recruit, which he'll take over from me in a second, which is Paul Bayliss. Come and say hello, Paul.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Paul's just joined us on sales as business development manager. He's already ripping up trees and doing great stuff. So we have an awesome team here, we really do. And I urge you to take advantage of their brain power, their skills. They're awesome people. Can't speak highly enough of my team. They're amazing. We are going to do some special offers for you today. So, but we'll do that at the end, of course. I don't need to watch the first 10 minutes and then log out and not see the special offers. So we'll save those till the end. We've only got 30 minutes, and we're doing a quick whiz round tour. So questions, I know they can pop up and change, but we haven't really got time for that on this particular the tour we're doing now. So please do get in contact with us for questions. We're more than happy to answer any of them. And really, if I could say, take one thing from this tour here, get a feel for what we do. And I really urge you to actually come in. The point of us doing this is to show you what we've got here. We built this for you guys to use as a training facility and for your customers to come through as well. So really just a snapshot of showing you what's here with a viewpoint you actually come down in the flesh, because we're going to talk about speakers here, we're going to talk about speakers there and cinemas and stuff like that, but it's all stuff you need to experience. So we can give you a quick snapshot today, but I urge you to really come in and really have a proper listen. We are open by appointment only at the moment. We're not a retail anyway, but we are always by appointment. But I know it's difficult times right now, but if you are still going out and seeing people, we can meet here and be socially distanced and still show you everything. So it's probably enough for me at the moment, but I'll hand you over to Paul, and I'll catch you up on the other part in a minute. So we're doing a one-shot thing. It's like the 1917 movie, so we are moving the camera right round. So hopefully it will all go smoothly. Thank you. Paul, over to you.
Thanks, Jamie. Good afternoon, everybody. Thanks for your time. I know you're all busy. What we're going to do is give you a brief introduction to kind of Dyne Audio and their CI range. Dyn Audio is a brand we all know. You know, they've been established since 1977 and have got roots into many parts of the audio and video business. Not only are they known in the hi-fi world, they're also known in the automotive world for being the upgrade path in all VW Group cars. And we also have the pro side as well, so mastering studios, recording studios. That's where we're also seeing Dyn products, and that's a great link because things you're watching, things you're listening to could well have been mastered using Dyn product. There's a unique feature that kind of links all the Dyn Audio products, and that's the MSP drivers, and that then leads nicely into the CI range, and then they've carried on that DNA. The CI range does start with the Performance series. You have 6 models in the Performance range. You've got 3 in ceilings. We have a 6.5-inch in ceiling, an 8-inch in ceiling, and also a single stereo 6.5-inch as well. You have in-wall options as well. We have, again, a 6.5-inch standard form and an 8-inch again. And also we have a fantastic product called the LCR 50, which is great for front LCRs, left, centre, right, and rears. 2 5-inch MSP drivers and a soft dome tweeter on those. So again, there's some great flexibility in the range, good margin, a great lineup there. Another little feature that links all the CI range is the toolless installation, which you can see again here with the Studio series. In the Studio series, again, you've got a 3 in ceiling options, 6.5-inch, an 8-inch, and a single stereo 6.5, as well as 2 in walls with a 6.5 and an 8 again. And as I mentioned, all using that toolless system. What this will kind of lead to is kind of the whole point of this kind of presentation really is the LCR modular range from Dyn. It might be a little bit difficult to see on here, so what we're going to do is we're going to run a video for you now to kind of show you the concept and the layout options you've got. The LCR series, again, is an in-wall designed to be used as fronts, centres, surrounds, and in any form or configuration. What you can see is you've got the LCR MT and the LCR 65W. Now, the MT is the mid-bass tweeter unit, and then the 65W is the twin 6.5-inch woofer unit. And again, the scalability, how you can lay this out in any form around the room for Atmos, the standard 5.1 for stereo, it kind of ticks all the boxes for you there. And also, as again mentioned before, still using that toolless system as well. There is a subwoofer option as well for you, which is the RCC unit. This comes twinned with a rack mountable 500-watt power amp. This is retrofittable as well as fitting at point when you're much earlier on in the job. You've got 2 options on there. If it's retrofitting, you would be using the single large grill. But if you do have the chance to get in earlier on in the project and fit all the units into the wall, you can just have a really slim single grill cover for this unit as well. And again, toolless installation again throughout the range. As I mentioned with the sub, it's got the 500-watt rack mountable power amp that comes with this. Now that's done by audio control, which kind of links nicely into what we've got here, which is the XR8 audio control AVR that powers the system here. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to hand over to Wayne, and Wayne's going to give you a little bit more information on audio control and some of the other components. Thanks again.
Cheers, Paul. Hi everyone, how you doing? Yeah, just I'll run you through some of the products over here. Yeah, of course, we're now very proud to be teamed up with Audio Control. We've got an XR8 AVR here, which is running our Dyn Audio surround sound system in our lounge zone. And underneath that is the very slim RS500, brand new subwoofer amplifier. You can run 2 of those RCC subwoofers from one of those amplifiers. Audio Control also, of course, have a massive range of multi-room amplifiers. On demo, we've got one of their Architect models. They also do the Director series, which have DSP and presets built in, especially for all the Dyn Audio range. You can dial up presets for those. And some of the director range has a matrix in built in as well. And then lastly, from audio control, well, actually a couple more things. One is their little Bijou 2-channel sort of zone amplifiers. They're very, very flexible. We do well with those. And yeah, we'll mention they do some really cool testing equipment as well to help you solve problems on site and help you calibrate sound systems. Now, along with audio control as multi-room amps and our Dynaudio wall and ceiling custom install speakers, if we marry those two brands with Load Audio, our music streamers, we all like to think we're probably offering the best sounding multi-room audio system available in the UK at the moment. This is pretty serious sound to satisfy your clients and all the rooms in their house. You've got to come here and have a listen to what this combination does. Load Audio music streamers, they're UK design and UK built. There's 3 models in the range. There's an LA1 single zone, a 2-zone and a 4-zone, the LA4D here. They're loaded up with Burr Brown DACs. They're serious hi-fi level performance custom install music streamers. They work particularly well with Crestron, if you're a Crestron dealer. And what we'd love to do is loan you a Load unit to try out on your workbench at your company. So thank you. I'm going to pass you over to Jamie now in our dining zone.
Steady as we go.
There we go. It's live.
Proper
so,
action film, you know.
No putting this together. Did you pan our beans, Paul?
I panned beams and I will pan beams again.
I'd like to see the beans. Everyone likes the beans when they come in. Like, you know, I like our beans. But anyway, right, so back to me. As Wayne said, we're not on a dining room zone before, so that's more the lounge area we've got. And we'll try and do a pan of the whole place later so you can get a feel for it. That's the idea. We're up in kind of a little loft space really here, and it's a converted barn. And it's quite quaint and really quite nice when you come in. It's quite homely. People will say, oh, it's nice when they come up. So I like that reaction. We've got a reception area downstairs. We've got time to show today, but we do good coffee as well. So, you know, you're welcome to come and have that. I'm going to talk to you briefly here in our dining room. We've got our invisible space, really, which is very popular because people love to come and say, oh, didn't know that was a TV, or didn't know your speakers were in that wall. So we've got a pair of invisible speakers here, and obviously our mirror TV from a GAT, and the speakers are by Nahematone. So a GAT first. So I've been working with a GAT for years, and what they make is a really cool customized TV, anything from 14-inch right through to 98-inch. And why they're different from everyone else is they have, first of all, they use commercial grade panels. They're not TVs that are just put behind glass. I know some do that, and you can get some effects with that. They don't do that. They're also made to run 24/7 as well, so they should last the standard test of time. They have a back box that goes into the wall, and then the connectivity and control systems all developed by a GAT to work seamlessly with Crestron and all the other control for the lot. They're all out there, AMX, the lot. I can't think of them all right now, but all those key ones anyway. Either IP as well as RS232. So where we do well with the GAT is really the customizations, and it's a premium product with a premium price point as you'd expect. But so we have a lovely display pack here which has all the glass types inside it. So you're welcome to borrow this at any time for your client meetings or interior design or architect meetings. They go down very well. And in here we've got all the different glass types. I don't know if you can see that on there, but all different glass types. And they just vary depending on the lighting conditions and what kind of thing you're trying to show, really. So some are a bit more of a bronze style. If you've got more of an old ornate room, that would work really well. One here is a bit more silvery, a bit colder, but in a modern environment looks really stylish. Yeah, they got up to 3x2 in one piece, so we get some huge spaces covered. And we can do cutouts, we can do bevel, we do all different shapes and sizes. So yeah, we do really well with the GAT. Half it goes on to marine projects as well to give you some sort of idea. But yeah, high-end residential market and the marine market. So that's a GAT. And then I can't show you the invisible speakers because they're invisible, but I've got one here. Great blue Peter now, aren't we? Right, so this is a Nahematone invisible speaker. There are 4 models in the range. There is a stereo model, then a good, better, and best. They're all exactly the same size and form factor. So what you see here will be the same looking with whatever model that's in the range. They're all 79mm deep and all 245 wide, and they all come completely sealed in a back box like this. So it's a one-piece solution that you buy, that's it. The surge protection, the high pass filter is all built into this unit, so this is how it comes. Of course, they now make a sub as well. Now the sub is ported, so it's not invisible, it's not plaster over. It has a small port on there about this big down there behind our rack. Combined with this, honestly, it was incredible when we put this in and heard the whole system together. We play a Marilyn Manson tune. I don't know what demo tunes you guys normally like, and Marilyn Manson wasn't my first choice, but when men played it, and it's just, the sound just comes alive. You've got to hear these speakers. The serious bass, but serious quality from these alone. If you turn the sub off, it's really quite impressive, and they play very, very loud as well. What more can I say? One of the key points. So when you install these are still plaster over and not plaster up to, like many of the speakers out there now. With that, because you're not normally installing them, a builder is, if you go plaster up to with a speaker, you have to be pretty much bang on every time, otherwise you'll get shadow gaps or shadow gaps over time. With these, I'm not saying chuck loads and loads of plaster over the top, but we recommend 2 to 3 mil over the top of this for best performance. I've simmered a bit more than that, but you are getting the same performance from under that plaster than some of the others are, arguably better. You know, it depends on your choice, but I'd say these are even better, but than some of the plaster up to speakers as well. So it gives you that tolerance on site just to, there'll be no shadow gaps when these go in, put it that way anyway. I think I've covered it on the Nahematone. So we're going to go back over here, pan the beams, Paul.
I'm going to pan the beams. Pan the beams, fine hiding.
Thank you.
Very good.
Right, so back over here. Right, we're going to go to our cinema in a second. But what's the first thing you think of when you build a cinema? What's the first thing you should be thinking of when you build a cinema? I should say, because it doesn't always happen. And it's the room itself. The room itself is so important to the overall performance and look of the room, and it's often overlooked. And it's sometimes an afterthought as well. Look, anything can help, whether it's just soft furnishings, whether it's, you know, your chairs, your sofas, your carpet, etc. But if you can get in early in the planning stage, we work with HTE. Now, these are some of the rooms, you may recognise these rooms. They've been at trade shows. So, yeah, I've sat in many of these rooms at trade shows, and they just sound incredible. There's lots of acoustic treatments on the market, but not doing what HTE do through acoustic interior design. So, when you get a treatment on a wall, most companies will handle the mid frequencies and the high frequencies really well with their products. That's kind of the easy part. What HTE do is they're able to manage the low frequencies really well as well. Now, it's really through the air gap that create, this is kind of, it's called an alu stud. It's just the frame that the panels are mounted on. And you can see that okay. So we would have a panel that's mounted onto this, and then there's this air gap here. And that is integral to what we're doing here from the low frequency control. Am I right in saying, Wayne, that even with that we can get full linear?
Yeah, the bigger the gap, the lower we can go.
Thank you, Wayne.
Starting with that is very, very
yeah, absolutely. So that's really one of the key USPs that HG have got over anyone else. If you ask any other manufacturer if they could get this air gap in, they all would. Well, they haven't thought about a way of doing it with a very thin kind of like HG have done. So they got heads up on that. And then obviously the visual part of this as well is really important, whether it's creating niches, lighting, but everything in this room is doing a job, it's a visual job, but also an acoustic job. And you'd be surprised how easy this is to install as well. So this really is a whole conversation in itself. And Peter Maurizio, who we work with there, I'm very happy to have extended conversations on that. So we'll leave that one there for the moment. But we'll go into the cinema. Okay, so in the cinema, there are some HG panels on there. We've got a little bit of lighting in here, but hopefully you can see some of the stuff. But notice when you have some acoustic treatments on the wall, sometimes you put like fabric tracking over, and it has a bit of a push on it. I can actually lean against this, so it's a solid surface. So another benefit of the room there. So what else have we got in here then? So on the interior design part of it, we've got the seating. So we work with a Neva design. They have 8 models in the range. I'm sitting on the McFarlane's right now, and we've got the Cosmo back there, which is more of a traditional style cinema seat. But these are very popular. I don't know how you guys are finding it. Less leather these days and more fabrics we're seeing, and we're seeing more lounge style happening as well. So they've got 2 models like this in the range that would suit that application. All fully electric, huge amount of choice in terms of fabrics, colors, etc., customizations, cup holders. They're very flexible in terms of being able to customize to suit something that someone wants in particular. So yeah, if you've got a particular idea that you want to do, give us a shot and give us a shout, and we'll make sure that we can get a price to you with whatever you want to do. So that's a Neva. One other key point is they're based in Holland, which is very useful in terms of shipping. So they are a premium product still, but shipping costs from Holland are a lot less than some of the big ones from America, for example. So worth bearing that in mind as well. That's a Neva design. We're nearly there. Video-wise, we've got a new JVC. This is the room we've done the most to recently over lockdown. We've got a JVC N7 in this room now, and we've got an image paused here because we're shooting a video, but we've got the bright lights of it. You can see that looks pretty clean and crisp. JVC, I've always been a fan of JVC. It's always been a CI industry favorite. They've been around a long time. Their black levels have always been exceptional. They've always had glass lenses and optics. Some others haven't done that. Their latest range is awesome. It's all the latest. It's 4K native, all the latest HDR standards, etc., etc. So they were slightly behind on the 4K side of things, but they've caught right up now. And if you can go stretch their N9, their sort of flagship model, about 15,000 plus watt, that's absolutely incredible. We've done a few of those already. It's been amazing. So that's JVC. And then screen-wise, in this room we've got a Screen Excellence screen. They do everything. There's a UK manufacturer. They do a fixed frame screen right through to masking, drop down, art piece, all those sorts of things as well. Where they really focus on and where they excel is their material. And you're welcome to come and obviously see this one here, or we can send you some of these in the post. And you just see how good their acoustically woven fabric is. It's absolutely incredible. They came out with this a while ago, and it's still yet to be beaten or even be caught up with by the other people out there. Really good brand and really good fabric on that one. We are now stocking the Discovery screens, which is their entry-level fixed frame screens. We've got those in stock from 90 inch right through to 130 inch as well. So they're available for next day for you as well. And we've got another screen manufacturer, which is Stuart. Most people have heard of Stuart, I would think. Absolutely incredible. And why I'm picking this up is because Stuart are just the kings of different screen materials. Whatever lighting environment you've got, with the right projector, they've got a screen surface to suit it. They can all be micro-perf as well, so they can be acoustically transparent, and they are coming out with a new woven fabric as well, which will be interesting to see. But Stuart just beautifully engineered. But the differentiate between Screen Excellence are these really the fabric choice. That's how they kind of differentiate themselves really. So that's Stuart. And then the last thing in here really, we're getting short time, but is the audio side. So we had a complete revamp in here. Okay, sorry, Tom, just give me the time. It's okay. It had a complete revamp in this room, and we changed the whole audio package. So it's still powered by datasat, so it's incredibly reliable, sounds great, and works with the latest formats, of course. So datasat is powering our room. But what we've got in here now is a brand called Pro Audio Technology. It's been in the UK before, but we've got hold of it now, and we're going to take it to another level, hopefully. It's an awesome brand. Really, it's not something I can really tell you too much about right now, but you've got to come and hear this space. The people that have been through recently, the last few weeks since we've shown this off, have been absolutely blown away. If you could create a cinema speaker from scratch for our market, this is how you would do it. You know, there's other brands that have, have come over from music or other types of genre and things like that. But when Paul started this company, he had one intention in mind, to make it the best CI home cinema speaker there is, and it sounds absolutely incredible. So yeah, you need to come down and hear this. Again, we've got some really cool clips we play and show, so really shows it off. So I think that is it for this room. We're going to go back out there. And we'll wrap up, really, I suppose, really. But so where are we? Where is this space that you're being beamed to right now? Well, here we are. We're in Marlow, which is just beside High Wycombe here, to give you some sort of visual reference. Heathrow Airport's here, and this is obviously London. Reading's just over here, so we're close enough to London. Hopefully, we drag some of you London people out. Let's hope so. And if people fly in, we're also here at Heathrow Airport. So we're right by the M40 and M4 and by the M25. So you can head down north, south, etc. So we're in quite a convenient place, hopefully. Marlow's a lovely place. We've got a brewery just down the road, some fantastic restaurants in Marlow. So come down and have a drink and a bit of food sometime as well. Here's Wayne. So we've just had a big delivery there at some point. It's obviously Dine Audio. We have a full warehouse just down the road from here. We have stock of all our next day products. Obviously, some of the bespoke stuff has to be made to order, but all our regular stuff that we're selling, you know, is all here in stock now. So we can get that to you next day with the whole Dine Audio range, Nahematone, other bits and pieces, and the screens, as I mentioned, they're all available for next day delivery. This is a quick snapshot of our resources page on our website. So when you go here, cavd.co.uk, and then click on resources, you can get our contact details here as well, by the way. And then you've got the tabs for all our brands. And if you click on a tab, you'll get this part come down here. And Wayne has put all this information on here for your convenience, so you can just quickly grab a 55-inch gap spec and you know where you are. So it's all on the website. Now, I mentioned at the beginning some offers. So we'll sum up with this. If it's where the offers, this is where you stay tuned for. So we've created some packages. Now, with the brands we've got now, we've been able to put together really good packages that we're really happy with. We've experimented with these and played with them. We know they sound and look fantastic. And so many of you asked me over the years, or you know, since Paul joined, look, you know, I trust you guys. You know, what would you put with what? You know, so we've done this for you guys to sell as packages, and we know this is the right type of stuff to go into these rooms. So we've got a small media room here, which consists of a Dine Audio package, obviously powered by audio control, and then we've got just a larger one here. We've got, you know, a couple more speakers and a slightly beefier AVR system. So that's the two media room packages. They would have been designed to go with TV systems. And then we've got the cinema packages. So what we've done here, we've added a projector, we've added a screen, and obviously take into account maybe some more channels, etc., for a cinema experience. So those are our packages that we've just put together for you guys. We are creating a multi-room package, what will consist of load, the audio control amplifiers, and our Dine Audio speakers, and the Nahematone speakers as well. So we'll get those out to you on the next price list as well. So I mentioned earlier about the guys and the team. We've got some great skills in-house here. We can help you with video calibration, and we can help you with both audio calibration with data set and audio control as well. So please do take advantage of that when you buy our systems. We did a training course for the next level last year, and it was just a one-on-one course. Well, us and them with all their team came in for the day just to learn about audio. Okay, naturally we showed off our stuff, but they went away with really good skills, practical skills they could use with anything rather than just our products. But they said it was the best thing they've ever attended. So yeah, really pleased with that. And we're going to work on a video course as well as to go with the audio training. So watch out for that. We'll get that out soon. I think we're pretty much there. So what sets us apart really, in summary, look, you know, there's so many distributors and manufacturers out there, and there's loads and loads of good products. You know, you've got so much to choose from. I think we've picked some really good products. Very proud of our portfolio. I stand by all of them, and we know them really well. But what sets us apart, you know, it's the guys I work with and my team. You know, they're awesome. You know, so please do use our brands and our brain power between us. The people we work with tend to really get what we do, and we sort of become part of their team. And I really like doing that. So you know, it's us and the people behind the brands we work with as well. You know, I really like to bring them forward and show what they can do, because the story behind their brand is also really key. And the support they give us is also really key. So that really what I would say would set us apart. The special offer, so if you quote EI Live, only for you guys that are watching this now, we will give you 10% off any of the packages you've just seen, plus the multi-room one. So that's 10% off till the end of Q1. So hopefully that will give you enough time to think, I work for that project or that project, and we'll get a bit of traction going with you if we're not working with you already. So in summary, that's it really. We've flown around. I've done a lot of talking. Hopefully you got the sort of gist and the idea of what we do as a company. And I urge you to come through and come and see us really. All our email addresses, I don't know if I said that at the beginning, but we're all at cavd.co.uk, whether it's Wayne, Paul, or Jamie, all traditional spellings, and our details are on the website. So it's just left me to really say thank you very much. And that's it, really. I'll pass you back to David to finish off. Thank you, David.
Thank you, Jamie. Great presentation.
Thank you.
Look forward to seeing you all soon.
Thank you. Cheers.
Thanks, David.
Take care, guys. See you.
Bye-bye. Are we off?